Welcome to Motorsport Coaching, the podcast for racers with racers. Miss Motivate can help get you to the next level. Every episode, she talks to the best racers of today and those that can get you there. She'll help you get better
Racing news.
at fitness, nutrition, sports psychology, sponsorship, social media, public relations, and media training. Connect with Miss Motivate at motivatetraining.com.au. That's MOTIV8, training.com.au. And now, to help get you to the next level, Miss Motivate herself, Belinda Risley.
Hi listeners, welcome to the next episode of Motorsport Coaching with Motivate Training. Today I'm very excited to be interviewing Alex Gardner, cadet racer from Queensland Raceway, and Lee, his father, his mechanic and role model. Looking forward to his story and how it all began. Okay, great. So let's start off with Alex. So Alex, when did you first start racing?
So I started racing in January in 2016.
Mm-hmm. And how did you get started?
Well, I was watching the VA guys and I heard about how they started, and it inspired me to go check out a race. And after I saw the race, I was like, I have to start doing this. And then my dad in the shop, and we got the car.
Really? And what class do you currently race now?
Yeah, so I race in the Cadet 12 class at the moment.
Fantastic. And what is your actual home track? Where are you based?
Yeah, so my home track's Ipswich.
Yeah.
But I'm members of other tracks as well, but Ipswich is my main home track.
Oh, fantastic. And what's your favourite track that you've raced on so far?
Probably Kalula, and it's probably because you have to go around it very fast, and it's inclines as well, so it's a fun track.
Oh, fantastic. And what kind of kart do you drive?
Yeah, I race a 950 Arrow chassis.
Yeah, and who does your engines?
JT Motorsport does my engines. He used to race, and his name's John Target.
Yes, he's very popular. He has been around for many years.
It's on my shirt.
Oh, he is. Fantastic. So what do you do as far as fitness training go for karting?
I do the Motivate training, and sometimes I do extra stuff at school and stuff.
Yeah, so also I believe that you do some motorbike riding?
Yeah, sometimes I do some dirt bike riding as well.
Yeah. And what about the simulator?
Yeah, simulator. I have that hooked up to my PlayStation, and I do project cars on it.
Yeah.
And I practice racing, qualifying, and practice as well.
Oh, fantastic. And do you do that every week?
Yeah, I try to get in every week. When I have the time to do it, I do.
Yeah, because you're really busy at school. What year are you in at school?
I'm in year 6 at the moment.
Very exciting. Do you go to the same school for high school, or do you go to a new school next year?
Same school.
Oh, fantastic. And so when it comes to race weekend, Alex, do you find does mum feed you anything different, or dad? Do you eat the same kind of foods?
No, well, I try to back off on the sugar that I have and eat more foods that have more protein. I have chicken and carrots and stuff, and yeah.
Awesome. And what about water? Do you drink lots more water, or?
Yeah, I drink water and Powerade on race days. And practice days, it's generally just water.
Mm-hmm. And when you're racing, do you actually have a mantra or a common saying, something that motivates you?
Sometimes it's just if one clean lap equals one overtake, and I can do this.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And what's your favourite thing about karting?
The adrenaline and the rush that you put into it, and the physical stuff that it takes to drive a car, and the amount of friends that you make just racing.
Yeah, it's a fantastic sport for making friends.
Yeah.
And what is your motorsport ambition?
Probably supercars, probably.
Yeah, the big boys. Who's your favourite driver?
Oh, probably Jamie Whincup.
Uh-huh.
Probably. Whincup.
Yeah, and is he also your mentor, or do you have specific mentors? Dad, your mentor?
I have Dale Verrill. He was a world champion, was he? Yeah, he was world champion, and he's very nice as well. He doesn't push me. He just gives it step by step.
Fantastic. And what is one piece of guidance someone has told you, or that you always think about
Basically that like just finish the races and make sure you're happy like with what you've achieved in the race.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for your time today, Alex. I really appreciate it. So Lee, father of Alex, mechanic,
Hey, all right.
video man, you've got lots of job titles.
Yep.
So what other roles do you play with Alex?
Yeah, so I generally do all of his pit crew stuff. So I'll fix the kart if it breaks, or I'll prepare the kart and get it ready, and then do any sort of fitness work with Alex as well. So anytime during the week when we're doing fitness activities or personal training type stuff, I'll try and either join in or just assess how he's going, and just generally try to keep him focused for the weekend.
Fantastic. And do you actually race yourself, or have you raced? And
No, I've never raced. It's not something that I ever did. So it's just something that Alex started one day when he started watching the supercars on the TV, and then we went to Ipswich, took him to Ipswich to watch some racing there, and it kind of blossomed from there, really. So not something that I ever did, but something that he's right into.
And do you enjoy the V8 yourself? Is that why he was watching it, or is it mum?
Yeah. So I mean, I've always been a fan of motorsport, but it's not something that I ever did. So.
And as a parent, obviously, there's lots of karts and engine builders out there. How did you decide to go with the Arrow?
I suppose when we first started looking into it, I just contacted the local shop, the local kart store, and spoke to a few different people, and they supplied arrows along with a few other different karts as well. So we just at the time we didn't really know much about them, so we just picked. We just went along with the advice of Dale and picked the Arrow, and it's been good. We really enjoyed it.
Fantastic. And did they refer you onto JT for engines, or is that something that you came across once you started racing?
No, so they've got a pretty good working relationship. So we just went with Dale, and then he put us on the JT as well. So
fantastic. And have you found anyone or group that has really supported you in karting? Obviously, you've spoken highly of Dale and JT. Are they the main ones, or you work with other people as well?
Yeah, so I mean, in professionally, they've probably been the main ones to help us along. I would say other parents as well have actually been quite supportive. So when we're at the track, if we have issues, it's not uncommon to see other parents and other dads sort of coming along to help out if there is an issue, just to make sure that the kids can get out on the track and race. So like the wider sort of karting community that you create is very helpful.
Yeah, and is that what you love about karting?
Yeah, so I think really for me as well, like the engineering aspect of it's really interesting, but I suppose the joy of seeing Alex out there and doing what he loves to do is really good. But the whole community thing is really good. I really enjoy that.
So there's a lot of controversy up at Queensland karting at the moment. So is there anything that you don't like about it at the moment? Not so much the politics around it, but just karting and the sports, or you got any recommendations or things you'd like to see changed?
I'm not going to say anything about politics, but I suppose I'd like to say in terms of the karting, what I don't like is like when you say that a kid might not get out onto the track if everybody's been prepared for a race and you've been getting prepared for a few hours and everybody's sitting on the grid and all the karts go out and there's one kid that might be sat there, his kart's broken down, and really there's no, if they can't get it going within a really short time, then that kid misses out on the race, and it's not fun for the kid, and the parents get all upset about it, and really there could probably be a better way to handle the karts leaving the pit area that would mean the kids don't miss out. Mm-hmm. So it's hard to see the kids miss out because it's what they love to do, and that's something that we don't really like, and safety aspect as well. Sometimes the kids can get injured, and that's never good to see. So
yeah, of course, or they can get injured on their scooters in the
absolutely, absolutely, or playing rugby at school, or falling off the swings or anything.
So as far as supporting Alex and his racing ambition, where would you like to see Alex go next?
I don't know. I think in the next few months we're going to do some state title races, so it'll be good to try different tracks, move a little bit further afield. We're thinking about doing nationals next year, but I'd like to see Alex maybe try Super One next year in England, but that's a big financial ask.
Yeah.
But it's something that we do watch a lot, and Alex has real keen interest in that. So if possible, that's something that we would like to think about. Just a race.
Oh,
we're not moving to England.
Golf.
Yeah.
That'll be
Just one.
Depends how Dad's 4 days go, Alex.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Dad makes his plane back.
Yeah.
And so I will touch a little bit about on sponsorship. So in order to get there to England to do that race, is that something that you're wanting to get sponsors for over here or over there, or how would you see that being funded?
Yeah, I think so. I think if we were to make it happen, then we probably would need some backing from somebody. I think, I think if we did that, it would probably be at the expense of doing nationals here. So it's a big decision as to whether we put all our eggs in going over there and doing something internationally as opposed to doing something at a national level, and more of just a one-off thing. So yeah, I think some kind of sponsorship or some kind of backing would be needed to make that possible, I think.
And whilst we're on the topic of sponsorship, how do you find, or what are some challenges you face with trying to seek sponsorship for a young athlete, a young driver like Alex?
I suppose for the working parents type families that we are, I suppose it's just making the contacts, finding the people that would be interested in putting money, into a young athlete. Sometimes it's difficult to really find what you could offer them to make it worth their while as well.
Is that because of his age or lack of experience in the sport? So he's only been in there for 2 years, just over 2 years.
Yeah, I think a little bit of it is that he hasn't been in the sport for very long, but I think a lot of it at the moment at our level is that there isn't an awful lot of exposure for karting. So you never see it on Fox Sports or anything like that. So to be able to offer a company sort of advertising, there isn't really a huge platform to sort of get it out into the mass market. So you really sometimes it's quite small that you market that you're looking at.
Mm-hmm. Great. And do you have any final advice to parents that are wanting to get into motorsports about how to get started or where to look for or what to look for in working with somebody?
I think probably the best thing I would say would be to talk to people. People are always willing to talk to you if you go to the racetrack, even just as a spectator and have a walk around the pits and just talk to a few people, talk to the kart shops or talk to the whatever motorsport you might be into, the bike shops or whatever you want to do. And yeah, just really, know what you're getting into, know the costs that they're going to come rolling in every week and know your budget. And yeah, just do a lot of talking to a lot of people before you take the plunge, I think. But it's a great sport and yeah, encourage lots of people to get into it. So
I'll just bring up one more thing. You did mention cost. What have you found to be the most costly thing so far? Is it engine?
Oh, it's hard, really.
Accommodation.
'Cause it's just, I suppose, the small things like your consumables that you kind of roll through, on a weekly basis. They're only a little cost, but they add up as well. Luckily we haven't gone through many engines, so it's not like we're spending lots of money on engines all the time, but they do come at a cost as well. And traveling seems to be a big thing as well. You're always spending, you always sort of seem to be on the road, whether it's leaving early on a Saturday morning to go to a race or coming home late on a Sunday night. You're always on the road traveling. So I suppose it's a time. It's not just a money thing; it's a time thing as well. Your cost. Your family life is important, and us three as a family, we're sort of wholly into it, and we all go to the racetrack and we all spend time at the racetrack together. And I think that's really important that we're all there and that we're all involved in it. And it's we're not leaving half the family at home to go away and do it. So that it's not just a money cost as well. You need to make sure that everybody's into it if it was,
Everyone's supporting one another.
Yeah, supportive. Everybody wants to support what Alex is doing or what they want to do. So.
And so talking about supporting Alex, how can people follow you?
Probably through YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook.
Yeah. And what's your handle? What's your address?
Alex Gardner Racing on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
And on YouTube, it's Racing Gamer 94.
Fantastic. And we'll link to those in the show notes. So thank you, Alex and Lee, for joining me today. And we'll look forward to seeing how you progress throughout the year.
Get ready for the race.
Do you feel one step closer to being the next superstar behind the wheel? Motivatetraining.com.au for more. MOTIV, 8, training.com.au.
The green flag.
Every episode gets you one step closer to the checkered flag. The Motorsport Coaching Podcast, getting you to the checkered flag faster.